P2G presents Black Girls in Web3 podcast, hosted by Wanda Suero, also known as Salty Coffee, Dazzle Daniels, also known as Dazzle D, and myself, Elruby Thomas, known as Miss Ruby, Crypto Queen of Harlem, y'all. Tune in weekly as we strive to educate and elevate our community's financial literacy. We bring you professional and expert speakers, share insights from our personal wealth journeys, and introduce workshops and resources to empower you. Join us every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern on youtube.com at P2G Networks TV for an hour of Black Girl Power, where we're shaping the future of finance in Web3. Peace and see you there. All right. Welcome. It's Friday night. Y'all know what we do on Friday night. It's Black Girls Do Crypto. And we are ready to do Black Girls in Web3 for you tonight. I'm your girl, Miss Ruby. You heard. Here with my girl of in the hat, Miss T. Give love. Go ahead.
Hey family, how y'all doing this Friday night? It's a Friday night tonight. Yeah.
And Miss Dazzle D.
Blessings.
I love it. Look, short and sweet and to the point is how we do it. Tonight, we're going to continue our amazing get to know you session. But y'all know I'm all excited and I'm a little bit worried because tonight I'm in the hot seat, y'all. The girls are going to do their thing to bring me out, and they get to ask whatever questions they want to know about me and my luxurious life and, and all the stuff that make me crazy and wonderful all at the same time. So tonight I'm going to give the host over to our illustrious sisters in the space. We're going to start with Miss Dazzle. I got you. I get to choose. Go ahead, Miss D.
So my sister from the minister, like literally haven't seen of my life, definitely grateful. I think everybody, like every time I speak to somebody, I'm like, hey, you gotta meet Miss Ruby, But with that being said, one of my questions is, have you always been, I guess, so easy to connect with people? Has that always been a thing, or did you grow into it?
Good question.
I ain't gonna lie. That's actually a really good question because I don't think I pay attention to it too much. But I'm gonna be real honest. If I think about it, I've always sought people since I was a kid. When I was little, I'd try to make friends. I'd be like, hey, you want to be my friend? My name is Ruby. What's your name? And if they didn't want to play, I just went and played by myself with my imaginary friends. And so I tend to attract people. I've been attracted. I've been playing their life for a long time. And so I think what happens is I didn't really go out my way to be that way. I just find that I enjoy people. I've always wanted to know about you, it's not to get something out of you or, to make something happen. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. When it came to when it came to dating, it was terrible. I fell into every relationship I ever went into. It was horrible. I never saw it. You ever get, I want this guy. You have somebody point with, I'm going to go with this guy or like him. I never had that problem. It always was, I didn't notice. I was too busy enjoying life. And when you enjoying life, it's like you kind of got to make time for the things that show up. So relationships with people, with new friends and projects and stuff, it's always come. And because people came with it, my heart was already there. So I didn't, it's like I guess that what makes you approachable. Is that what makes you approachable? Is that you're open? Well, so I've been this way a long time. People remembering me from kindergarten and preschool.
So I want to say, like, when or what, made you realize that you had to connect the people to this information? Like, what was that aha moment?
Whoa. I tell everybody my story about the banks. When I first got that, I must have been like 42 About 42 years old, I just had, and I noticed. Now, look, y'all know sometimes we don't recognize how things have been going in life until later. And for me, it was about 42 when I guess I woke up one morning and realized I didn't own anything. I didn't have no car. I didn't have any retirement. I worked. Don't get me wrong. I worked a lot. I worked since I was 9, y'all. But I hadn't, you know how the normal adult goes, the normal, right? Adult is they got a job, they got time off, vacation. Or I didn't have none of that, girl. I ain't have no savings, no life insurance, none. And so what ended up happening for me was I wanted to get it together. I had, you know, I was kind of had one of those get your life together system moments. And so for me, I took a year. I said, gave myself time. I said, I'm gonna start my savings, try, you know, get. And this was all about me. It was like all about me. You know, a year in, I got my credit together. Got like I didn't know you could score a 840. I was like, what? It was like by accident on the road too. I was working on just making payments, practicing with my credit cards, you know, sending the money here, paying with that, and all of that good stuff. Put a little money, $5, $20, $30, you know, wherever it could get more. If it's less, just make sure I put it away. Building habits. For me, I was also putting money in the bank. And over a year, I saved $1,000 for the first time in 42 years of my 43 years of my life. I was stacking me. I didn't touch it. Because, you know, we always have an emergency, y'all. We always got an emergency. There's always something to make you spend the savings because you got the savings to spend. But I didn't need it because I was paying the bill. Everything was paid. Everything was good for the first time. Then a year come back and I got a little something. I was like, oh, I got $1,000. I got a notice because I didn't even recognize I had 1,000. They sent me the notice from the bank that said I had $1,000 in my savings. But what I didn't realize the note was, it was a tax form for the interest. Well, I went looking for the interest. I made 8 cents.
Wow.
On 1,000 for 365 days.
8 cents.
8 cents, Miss P. I swear to God.
Damn.
I
I
said,
thought
wait.
you said $8 last time. I didn't know you said 8 cents.
No. Let's get it straight. 8 cents was my interest on leaving $1,000 in a savings account in a major bank. I can't say the name, in a major bank. And I was thrown because I said, now I had my 1,000, don't get me wrong, because if 1,000 was less than anything, we would be talking. I've been like, y'all done heard about the lawsuit, okay? But I'm just saying, I was like, how does anybody get ahead? That was my first question.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was taught all my life, and I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing, right? Because I'm finally doing it right. I'm doing what the people said. You got to save your money, pay your bills, balance your credit, all of that stuff. I'm doing everything. So how do I get 8 cents as a reward for a year of savings? How does anybody get out of this hole? That was when I went on my journey, and it wasn't alone either. I finally looked at my statement. I started looking at the numbers and realized if I on the path that I was on, saving money, finally getting my bills together, building credit, there was something missing because that was the level of financial literacy we were taught in my community since I was a little kid. So wait, how everybody else out here making buku dollar on this? I went to the streets. It's called Facebook back in the time. I went to the streets. I took it back to the streets. I started going online. I was like, yo, we gonna do this 800s club. We gotta figure this out together. I'm like, y'all go on my Facebook and see too. I wasn't playing. I was on there weekly looking for y'all. I was like, yo, who know about this money? Because we need help. And I started researching. And when I did, the one thing about when you ask God for something, He gonna put every person you need in your path. You just gotta be open. That's when I met the first guy that told me about saving in gold. That brother was like, yo, I got a program. Now, mind you, in the end, that program ended up scamming people. because it joined it. Now you got to remember, it's business. The original business joined a so-called crypto company. The original business that sold gold had a 13. By the way, I don't just give money away easily. I don't give money away easily. I do my research. So I knew about the company before I even looked at it. You want to get my money. Now I just saved this money. I just saved the money. I ain't gonna give it away free. So I had to make sure, and they were legit. Small portions of gold you could save in affordable, because gold was like at 1,400 a coin, and I was like, I can't afford no 1,400 a coin. I just saved 1,000. So he was like, don't worry, they smaller. When they're smaller and you can build up on them over time, that's what I needed. That's what I needed. And they were a multi-level marketing company, so it was incentivized that you share what you know. But when we got into crypto, baby, that was another beast right there altogether. That was my space. That right there was my headspace, because I ran during that time I ran a digital, well, not digital financials at the time. I ran a tech company, tech repair, y'all, and I was already teaching tech service. I was teaching technology. How to use your phone, how to set things up at home with the computer, how to troubleshoot stuff. I was already teaching that. And so when this financial stuff came in with the Bitcoin, and it's trying to did this company fake the coin. So mad. So mad. They faked it.
And Ms. Ruby,
they had a
can I
dashboard.
intervene for something?
Go
That
ahead.
fake coin, that's something important that people need to realize. There's a lot of fake coins that come out, and you got to
Right
watch.
now.
Right now, you got to watch them
Yep.
fake coins. So
Yep.
you don't want to get caught up in no fake coins. That's all I want to say. Don't get caught up in fake coins. Go
Well,
ahead,
see,
Dazzle.
that's the thing. I'm just going to finish off, because the fact is that, right? I think everybody in the beginning of crypto got caught out there on some one of these. I ain't going to lie. We all been through the fake coin. And they got you all in here, baby. They got you all in here. They're like, yeah, it makes sense. A gold back crypto. We knew the dollar not go back by gold, but a gold back crypto, it can't go wrong. Man, they did not explain. And this is how I really got into the technical part, where teaching blockchain, because I was adopted in that business kind of by other groups. So the youth group, the young group, not even my upline. Okay, because my upline was kind of out there. He was still doing his thing, recruiting and getting people to make his money. But I was like, we getting now all of a sudden they giving us all this so-called free coin for the gold, and it's supposed to be worth the gold, but nobody know how to turn coin in a off a dashboard into a crypto. You know what I'm saying? It's on a dashboard. It ain't on the blockchain. And I knew the blockchain is separate. I learned that from the first mistake I made with crypto.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. So I had my little people scamming me with crypto. By the time I got here, I knew we needed to learn something. And so I decided in that group, because I'm the tech person, we taught the math together. There was a young lady there. Her name is Taliba. Miss Taliba and myself taught them to do the math correctly. And that's important. People don't realize. You've got to understand mathematics, simple math, third grade math will help you to really, really chart your fortune, because it's not rocket science. It's not algebra. It's not trigonometry. It's literally addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. But people were, we how our personal feelings are about ourselves and our learning. We tell people stuff like, I'm not good with math, or I'm illiterate in certain, I'm tech illiterate. I don't understand. So I don't accept that about people. Y'all know that. I don't accept that about people. What your limitations are, I don't accept those. I believe you can learn anything. You got this far in life, you can learn anything. No matter how old or young you are ready at all times. My grandmother taught me that. And so with that, we would get together and went broke, because God knows I wasn't playing. It wasn't easy, but I was like crying at one point because I couldn't understand the guy that was sent that I was following to teach me this crypto thing. And I'm like, I can build a computer from scratch, but I can't get what this man is talking about. And I was like 3 weeks in, and I'm like, I'm deterred. Okay, I'm discouraged. Girl, I got online one time, joined one of the elder groups from Midwest, and I decided to sit in with the little elderly people that was doing it. They were showing how it all the steps, and they taking their time with each other. In a matter of 15 minutes, I got how to manage that blockchain. I how to use the exchange with the coin, how to transfer the coins that they were giving us into real crypto on their exchange, which by the way was, and Daz, I heard you say in your other one, in one of your rapping cryptos, you said their coin wasn't even transferable to Bitcoin. Guess what? They got this bad boy transferable to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and ETH and USDT. So they got people to fund them in crypto through this. We was transferring cash to crypto to their coin.
What?
Yes, we didn't realize we were funding them. And so I was teaching people. So my point was to make sure that our community got not their system only. I think that's why they was mad at me, because I taught everybody how to go other places and find other coins and to invest in all of the offerings cryptocurrency had to offer. And if you wanted to buy this, that was an option. Child, the only thing I did was teach people how to turn them daggone coins into physical gold, because that's all I wanted them to learn. I said, baby, they offering you a discount on real gold. Go get it. Stop paying cash. Go get them penny coins and turn them in for gold. And baby girl, they did. I ain't joking. One of the higher ups told me, don't ring the dinner bell.
Don't do what? Say that again.
A meeting. Man invited me over. This is one of the higher ups in the chain. You know, the people who everybody following, the upline. Just happened to live in New York. Had me come in for a meeting, me and my husband. How you doing, Miss Ruby? And I'm like, how you doing? What's going on? Come on out. We want to see. We got an event in New York. No problem. Absolutely. In Harlem? Yes. Child, this man basically said, I know you're doing good. I know y'all excited. Child, they didn't, you know why they were talking to me? Because it didn't dawn on me. I had over 1,000 people following this one youth group. They were filling my classes with over 1,000 people teaching, each one teaching one how to use the exchange from our classes, from our overnight meetups.
Wow. What was the name of that senior group? Because I'm 66 and flying high.
Baby, we ain't messing with them.
Oh, okay.
They gone. And we good. They went on
to know the name of it, to know that a senior group had some kind of program like that.
No, it wasn't the senior group. It was the youth group.
Oh, the youth group. Okay.
Their youth group grew over 1,000 members.
Wow.
This was an entire line. Do you know what that youth group went after? They stopped buying gold first with cash and started getting that gold with the coin promised. So they turned that crypto. Where do you think P2G came from? Pennies to gold.
Oh, wow.
We ain't playing. But we now know that you can do this process with legitimate platforms. And now that's what we sought. We sought legitimate platforms to start building this process. And I had to meet new people. I needed people like Daz and yourself.
So can I ask my question then now?
Yes, please.
Well, I want to know, how did you and Daz meet, since you live in New York and she lives in Colorado? I want to know how that happened, okay?
Child, multiple ways. Okay. So I was watching, first things first, I gotta say, we met through Dennis. But
okay,
I met Dennis from two sources. One, I caught Dennis's what was it, the boot camp? The gaming boot camp for his kids. He was doing, and I was running Crypto Kids at the time. So when I ran into him and his son doing a little promo for play for pay gaming, yes. I was like, that's Crypto Kids. I was so excited. I was like, I gotta reach out to him. Oh my God, I need to talk to them. I want to do this. I want to meet them. Next thing I know, a young man named Walt comes on our show. Walt Knows Money comes on our show. And when we were doing Rapping Crypto, Walt comes on the show, and he just happened to be they were involved in the community. So when Walt came on, we ended up making friends and connecting in. And I met Dennis. I was like, I know you. I saw your video. I was so happy. The universe did what it had to do, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Because I was like, I met you. I saw your show. I've been looking for you. And it just so happens right from there, we kept going. And he was like, you got to be Daz. He's like, I don't do this by myself. I got Dad. Dad's and I, we a team. We work together. I said, boy, bring it on. Bring it on. And next thing I know, I meet the most dynamic, amazing individual I have ever probably met in all of my life.
She is.
And I was blown away. I was like, what is it? I said, what are you? And it's funny because not talking to her, I'm talking to God. What you trying to tell me, Lord? Mm-hmm. That's all I have to say. What you trying to tell me?
Yeah.
Because you know when you've been blessed.
Well, there are
people who are a blessing and a mess of a blessing. That's the best ones. The ones that are a mess of a blessing. Mm-hmm. Because she everywhere. This young woman right here, she'll give you work, and I like that. I like that. I can't stand people standing around and they just they talking and they man, don't mess with me.
You do.
We walk, let's make it happen. I done been to Denver, y'all. I done been to Denver. I'm heading back over. Yep. It's like, and this is what I'm saying. We literally met through this journey. Yeah. Daz is a journey of her own. I ain't gonna lie. But when she was talking with me, when I first met her, she was tripping out. I said, I see you. You one of my sisters. We've been waiting for you. You one of my sisters. We've been waiting for you a long time. It's okay. You here. Don't worry. You're not by yourself. I know people think you weird. Don't worry. They think we weird too. People got a lot of things to say, but I ain't got time for that.
Like, no, she saved the day. Like, Miss Ruby has a way of bringing peace and literally consciousness. Because I was all over the place. And she was like, no, look at it this way. I'm like, how are you so calm? Everything's falling apart. The plane, like, she's like,
she does that.
She's just so calm talking through it. I'm like, it's a storm shot. And she's like, and we're going to get through it. I'm like,
and we did.
She's telling the truth.
And we did. That's right.
It's true. She does that. I have to agree with you, Daz. Because I know one day I was fussing about my granddaughter. She said, well, I'm going to tell you what to do. You do this and you that, and you're going to see what happened. And when I did, I was like, oh, shoot, that worked. So to me, Miss Ruby has she got the grandma spirit, the mama spirit, and the sister all in one. It's like, she's a combination of that, because sometimes she can come with the grandma stuff. She can come with them. And then she's like your school teacher too, because I said something to her. She was like, do not say that anymore to me. Okay, we're not doing that word. That's not who you are. So so it's like,
that's right.
She does. It's like she helps you see yourself in a place that you haven't seen yourself. And it was like when I was in her classes, when I was taking those classes for those, I did it for 8 weeks. And
you did it for 16.
Okay, I'm sorry. I did it for 16 weeks.
Yes,
no, I did it for 16 because I missed. No, I did. I came back on Monday. Okay, I did it for 16 weeks. That's the first thing that I had done for 16 weeks straight in a long time, right? So for me to be that committed, it had to be good. It was like, I ain't coming to no damn class for no 16 weeks. It had to be real good for me to be in the class for 16 weeks. And it was, and sometimes it was twice a week. It wasn't just once a week. And so for me to commit myself, it had to be good. Because it was like, every time I went, I wanted more. I was like, I need some more of that. And I'd be tired sometimes. And let me tell you what's so bad about it, y'all. In her class, she'd be like, okay, y'all, just let me give you like 5 more minutes, and then next thing it's 15 minutes. But do you know you don't get off the call?
I know.
I'd be like, Teresa, why don't you say goodbye, good night? And my mom be like, cause you gonna miss something, girl. So just like I'd be like half sleep, snoring, and then I like, okay, just wake up. So
hop back in.
Right? It's like she show you some stuff in this class that you got to be like, oh my God, it's like, I need some more, so it's like she's something else. Okay. It's like, Daz, I know you still talking. I don't want to take a conversation, but I just had to
no, it's fine.
No, I'm talking about Daz. Daz, you got something you want to ask her?
No, you're good.
Daz.
She said, "Nah, you're good." I
Oh,
love
okay.
it.
Well, one thing I want to say too is that what is your driving force for? What is the driving force that you have for? Like, what's gonna give you the drive for P2G?
Ooh. And that's a good question because I made you all figure that out for yourselves.
What'd
All
you
right.
say?
I said I made y'all all figure that out for yourselves, so I better answer this one.
Yeah.
So one of the things is that P2G for me is the missing. It's been the missing a long time. Our connection, our network. I truly believe that we are the new Black Wall Street. I truly
Yeah.
believe that with all my heart that this is the that connection. Now, we don't have to be called Black Wall Street, but we are gonna take it to the level whereas we have that Black Wall Street effect on lives, families, people, and actually integrate it in the education system, not the one that the government writes. Because we got a new president and he done went on and made it so we can educate our own kids.
Yes, he did.
We can actually create education programs.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
now the standardized is not required. So you don't have to worry about someone else's system.
Right.
Create your own system. Educate your
Mm-hmm.
children, educate and that's the thing I think has been missing. That's why we've either had either trade school or more what they call it, academic. So you either academic or you
Mm-hmm.
trade. We need both of those.
We do.
We need a good even scale to where
Yes.
it's creating industry, innovating. We're not sitting here creating a bunch of worker bees. Are you kidding me?
Right. It's
So
true.
America the factory?
It's true, Miss Ruby, because with you being able to teach your own kids, you could teach your kids whatever you want to teach, and nobody's controlling what you teach your kids. So that gives the parent an advantage. So you could expose your kids and stuff because, from what I know, he removed DEI, so that means,
Yeah.
and that part is not really good, but it's still, but
Diversity and inclusion
yeah,
is
he removed that.
now one of the things
So
I tell people about there's kind of two-headed. Diversity and inclusion is two-headed. A lot of people are saying, and my sister works in that area right now, so they actually have to rebrand what they do in order to be able to provide. She works for a city.
yeah, because they
So
said they put people on paid leave when some of them
yeah,
people.
yeah. And so they
I was like,
can't even
that's correct.
say that. They can't say
No, they
diversity
can't
and
use that word.
inclusion. So with that, we've got to make sure a couple of things. And that's what I was talking. I was checking in. Brother Truth is part of our promotionals. That's a partnership that we have with that organization that's developing with ourself, Law and Master, helping people get themselves in position. So we didn't just stop at financial. You got to be legally ready and legally set up in this country. The money really is about the law.
Yeah.
The money and the law, they go hand in hand. And if you don't get that, you're probably heading the wrong way down the street you think is upward. And
Right.
most folks don't get why our neighborhoods and communities look like they do.
It's
So I'm
true.
like, what is the real opportunity here? I'm not trying to be down on Donald Trump. He here. I'm
That's
like,
right.
he here. Now what? You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Now
It's
what? Let's go.
that's right. What we going to create,
Right.
in spite of the thing. That's the one thing that I learned
Well,
about
no, I
in
say,
your
and see,
class.
people now you say
Yeah.
the word in spite. I say, and what are we
And
going to
okay.
create?
And
And the
and
reason I
okay.
say and this T is because I want people to realize spite is never how you want to live your life.
No, I said in spite of, like,
No, I
no.
know. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
In
I see what you
spite
said.
of is never how you want to. That's a position
Okay.
we never realized has been our biggest issue. We have
Okay.
overcome in spite of. But why wasn't you great in the first place? You was great
Mm.
before. You don't got to do nothing in spite of nobody. You got to live your life with purpose. We take away our cause. Our cause can't be because something else. Our cause has to be because it
No,
makes sense. P2G is
that make a lot of
because it's
sense.
needed.
No.
It's needed not because nobody took it from us, but because we need that. We missing that. That's our missing.
And
Go ahead, baby girl. Because
no,
I was
and
like,
what I
I
was
will
saying
never
to you,
tell y'all to do
to
anything
agree
that's gonna hurt you.
to agree what you saying is that today I was in a grant class today. It's on Clubhouse every Monday and Thursday at 10 a.m. And they were talking about digital finance, and I was like, "Yep, they go P2G," you know. And I was like, "I gotta let Miss Ruby know because they're saying these are the things that's gonna help people get out of it." Because they were saying that the state, you want to go towards the state now to get the money because a lot of stuff will be transferred for the federal. So I was like, and
Yep.
you know why I go to her class? Because she tells us stuff that is not in the paper. She teaches things because she's a strategist, so
Yeah.
she studies like charts and stuff like that. So that's her gift. So she knows like what's coming and what's not coming.
There you
So she
go.
tells us prepare. So I'm like, I'm staying in her class, and she has so much information and the people that show up there. So so it's like the thing what I love about being around Miss Ruby is that you always have to fine tune your gift. It was like, don't just stay, like, just don't learn one thing. Like all of us, Daz is like another kind of level of an entrepreneur.
Yes, she
I
is.
don't even know if her word is serial. Maybe they call her
Serialpreneur.
listen, what you said?
A serialpreneur.
Oh, she passed Cyril. She must have
Yes,
got
she
about
did.
20. She must have got 20 different business that she got going on. So I'm gonna call her a multimillionaire entrepreneur because her thing is like far above it. So it's
That's right.
the thing was beautiful about all of us together, especially we have a couple teammates that's not here today, but all of
Yeah,
us work together so much and like we go hand in hand with each other stuff. So I
that's
thought about you
right.
in the class and I said that's for Miss Ruby. So so I like no, I'm serious. I was like we need that because I thought
Right.
about that because they were just talking about so many different things about how we need so many places, since the president is in and how we can take advantage of these different services to give to the people because
Yes.
people are not taught this, Miss Ruby. They're not like people just telling people, oh, just make this money, but they're not really showing you like your mindset really got
That's
to be
right.
changed.
That's right.
That's the one thing that Miss Ruby, can you talk about the mindset? Like what talk about how the
And Dad
mindset.
asked me that before too. She did ask me about the mindset. She kind of she liked my class. Dad, what did you like about when we first came to? You had attended with your students that came in through the Colorado program. And I heard you say something that just spoke to it. And I would rather someone talk about the results of it as opposed to me telling you about what I think. What was your first impression when you came in?
The mindset, like I didn't know what I was getting into. Like I literally just thought like it was just gonna be the understanding of like the mechanics of maneuvering through this space,
Mm-hmm.
but it really conscious interrupt um as far as even just not just even cryptocurrency, just in your finances and your wealth
Mm-hmm.
in in uh in order all together. And one of the, I mean, like I never heard it explained that way. Like you
Mm.
said,
Yeah.
that is actually the biggest thing when it comes to this space is the onboarding to get somebody from not knowing to actually knowing. It's
Yeah.
something we all need, but it's something very few can do.
Yeah.
Mm.
Um, even like with me, most of the time I'm talking, people like, oh, I understand you're talking over my head, but you put things in a way where they not only make sense, but they resonate. Like you, like, oh, I can see me in this scenario. Oh, yeah, I can see me implementing this, and
Right.
Mm-hmm.
it's actually taking place in the class. But it's definitely a mindset. It's like we talked about it. I took a few years off, went through my little savings and stuff, and
Yeah.
had to read it, you know. And you were saying, well, you can't eat the seed. How are you gonna keep eating the seed? I'm like, oh.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
it's definitely been helpful, and that's what I'm gonna say. Like, if for anybody watching, and they're at that point in their life where it's like, I got to get it together for me, when like if they are
Mm-hmm.
in that situation, like, hey, my credit, what I'm saying, my retirement, what my true savings is. If
Mm-hmm.
you are having a revelation of a moment, what would be, the advice that you give that person? Like, okay, I'm aware of where I am. What would be the
Mm.
first things I need to change to where I want to go?
That's right. So that's the first thing I would tell folks to change where you want to go is you have to decide, like you guys said, P2 for me, that was to figure out my life's purpose. P2G. What are you here for? What are you trying to get at? Give me your wildest dream. I mean your wildest dream. And I want to see you numbers, dates, the whole nine. If you can start there and be serious, because our biggest problem is answering the one question millionaires will tell you in a heartbeat. If you can't answer in a few seconds, you're never going to get there until you do. The most prosperous person will tell you, if you can't answer what do you want in a matter of 4 seconds, you're not going to get it. You're not on your way. And until you can answer that question, and I love it because I'm seeing people answer the question because most don't. Everybody I've ever talked to will tell me what they don't want before they tell me what they do.
That's true.
I don't want to be poor. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to work. I'm like, I didn't ask you what you didn't want. I asked you what you want, because that's all you ever get is what you say. So we got to get our mindset straight, clear. Once we can answer that question, that's the start. That's the first step. And that's one of the things I tell people in our sessions. I give you guys, so look, every session that we're in session 5. Okay, session 5. You get a 30-minute free consultation with me. And that is like the question. That's what we answer, because I can't get you anywhere if I can't get you past that. If I can't even get you to look at that. And most people, like, they're on these pathways and they're doing stuff and they have absolutely no clue why after a while. That's why I've been retired doing P2G since 2020. I quit my last job. Like I tell people, go on my Facebook and go look for my pictures, and you will see the cake my last actual boss they bought for me when I was leaving. It says "Don't leave" on the side. It says "Don't leave" on the side. And you see the cake was already cut into. We started eating it. I took a picture because I was like, I can't believe it. Okay. And I was like, he was like, "Don't leave. You're good at what you do. Give us peace of mind." And I just couldn't. Now, I had to go because I was following my purpose.
Right.
And then COVID hit.
Yeah.
Like the next month.
Isn't that powerful that you left right during COVID and you was already preparing for this new lifestyle that you was about to live? That's powerful.
Come on, somebody.
You know what?
And
you know what? One of the questions that the lady said in the class today, she said,
Miss T, we can't see you.
How are you going to impact the world?
We can't see. Oh, I already know. I'm turning that 1% to 2. I ain't joking. I'm about to raise that 1% to 2. I ain't joking. We getting out here. Millionaires, land, people, all of us. It's already happening.
That's true.
When I wanted that land, the first thing that came to mind was that land. I was thinking, okay, this crypto, I got this coin. I thought it was Shiba Inu. I was like, I have about $10 million soon, y'all. It's just got to get to a penny. Okay, no problem. So God, you have more than one way. Even though we plan one thing, God has planned 12 to 13 steps before you. So now I'm finding out then I get status correction in my life. Then I find out that things like, how my social and my birth certificate work. Then I find out about my genealogy. I find out about treaties that are in the name of my blood that I don't understand in all until I meet people on this journey.
Yeah.
It's this journey that I'm consistently taking, opening doors to people like yourself, the people like Brother Truth, Sister Cat, even the Bankers Club, the people in my life. We have Walt Knows Money, Dennis, please, Delta Crypto, come on. We got Chris Boyd. We got all of these people who are now I'm learned from. D Duncan out in Africa. I'm like, if I had not stayed the course, if I let myself go, you know what, let me just take care of me. People, I gotta just take care of me and my family. I'm tired. And I'm gonna be honest, I was doing full time 7 days a week out on the back end of working my job. That's why I had to
Mm.
quit. I had to go. It was time. I had to literally take off. Otherwise, I'd have messed up his business. And that's not what I do. That's not my
Mm.
style, and that's not my level. My level is always top. If I can't give you my best, I will let you know. We got to find you someone who can. And I put someone in my place, by the way, before I left.
That was
So,
good. That's
nah,
powerful.
it's about being. We got to realize we are a community.
Yeah,
We are the best people to each other, or we are the worst for each other. But you, my customer, that means we community.
that's true.
And I have a duty to you. So when it comes to this, my purpose for P2G is to continue this internationally. I want to see us franchise out where we are literally doing this for
Yes.
nonprofit organizations. We are
Hmm.
not just P2G people coming to our school. Our school is implanted in other organizations. We talking to directors right now. We're talking right now. I'm looking at a program in Harlem right now that literally does first response for gunshot and violence. They're first responders. Street Corner Resources has been around for a long time. Watch that program. Got to know Miss Aisha. Say, cool, this woman is bad. But I know, I
Beautiful.
know there's something missing. I know
Hmm.
our kids on these street got guns because they don't got digital.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't have this digital power to get rid of They don't need a gun. They are a
Mm-mm.
gun waiting to go
That's
off.
right. Your brain is more powerful than that gun in your hand, and by what you saying is just teaching the people to know how to do that because if you,
Exposing them to
uh,
the pool, to the
that's right.
tools.
Just having a phone, it could take you so much farther places than what you
Exactly.
can imagine. Because a lady was saying today, she was like, teachers are telling the kids to stop bringing phones. She said, well, why not teach them how to use that phone in the class to
Thank
excel the
you.
work? And that's and
That
that's
is
and
a
that's
tool. It is not, and the fact
exactly.
is the only reason they don't want them in there is because they're not being taught to use it properly.
That's what she
When
said.
we teach them to use the phone properly. First of all, there is now, and I did not know this, I was listening to another radio station. There is a college course for apparently uh, Gen Xers who do not, or Gen Z, it's Gen Z, can now take a course in college to help them to be able to talk on the phone. This is a sad time when young people need a class to teach them how to communicate effectively. They don't know how, they have anxiety about talking on the phone, which is why a lot of them cannot get a job because they don't represent themselves. They're all type texting. Everything
That's
is
true.
a emojis. There's no
Yeah,
communication in that.
that is so true. And emojis now can get you put in prison, so you got to be careful with making them doing emojis. Dash, you got some more questions you want to ask her?
Yes. Well, in general, I wanted to share with you guys, we on the streets. We hitting the streets with P2G.
Yeah,
That's
that's
our
true.
goal. That's our
I want to
end game.
like I want to ask like how what is the best way to do this as a whole? When I say that as a whole, I mean the kids, the parents, the grandparents. What is the best way to bring families together so that they can work together to accomplish these goals?
What I like is that if you do an onboard, and I've noticed that this has been working out with one of my assistants, we have a new apprentice, and her children, oh my God, they can't stay out the room. She has one child that is always in the camera. And the conversation is around building our community again, depending upon all of us to come together.
Hmm.
We have to have discussions about what we as a family would like to see, what like to accomplish. What happens if, grandma's situation is, her living situation is, tight, or and mom is having struggles. She might be a single mom, or maybe not. Dad may be having trouble with work. Then you have kids you're worried about what they're learning in school. When you come to P2G, it's not about just learning technology. It's not just about money. It's about how each family can decide get to decide to contribute to deciding the destiny. How we bring that conversation. Miss T talked to you about, Miss T shared with you about my recommendation for talking to her granddaughter a certain way, because she was really getting frustrated. And I could see that because I've been there. And not only have I been there, I've been the granddaughter. You see where I'm coming from? I've been a granddaughter. So with that, I was able to just suggest some things that she could try. But I don't get that off the top of my dome. I actually paid money to programs that teach us how to get on the other side of the conversation. These are tools of communication. That if we use just a few things, it's like, okay, what's your goal? We ask people, well, what's your goal when you're talking to somebody? What do you want them, what do you want to get from them? Then we got to go in to get that, not go in to get what we want, but go in to get that. If you want someone to share with you, you got to give them a safe space to do that. You got to make sure that they know there's no repercussions for their opinions, and that you receive them just how
And
they are.
it's true. You know
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Miss Ruby.
But see, what it ends up being in the end, I'm just going to complete. What it ends up being in the end is everyone gets heard. We all put something on the table, and now we have something to grow from. This is everybody's part is down there. They're heard. What do you want? And then we can go into how to build. The P2G part is how to build a plan around that. You know what I'm saying? How do we get the resources and the tools to come together? Who's getting what out of what? You know what I'm saying? What we gonna contribute? What is everybody committing to getting there? And Crypto Kids, that's the kid program. We got and which, by the way, the parents must attend the day pro. So Crypto Kids is a play for pay. You get paid to play gaming. So while the kids are learning how to play crypto games and different things that they want, you know how they tell them, all them daggone kids playing the games and they get on my nerves. Nah, you be like, go ahead, baby, you win it. You got the last score. Yes, you do. Because mom knows those coins mean something. Okay?
That's
Mom
true.
and dad got a portfolio rolling. Because then they're going to go over to our adult program where they're going to learn how to onboard with me and take that back over to Delta Crypto. Okay? You're going to get to Delta Crypto's class and they're going to learn how to manage those coins coming from the gaming system in the gaming season and get exposed to more coins and saving. Then we go to Dazzle's point, because some people are underemployed and should be self-employed. Some people have a lot of things that they don't know how to put to work for them. This woman knows how to turn any damn thing into your next.
Yes, she does.
Child don't start me up. I'm like, I was trying to figure out how I was gonna pay for something. And I started looking around my room like, wait, I got too much stuff.
That's the truth.
I got too much stuff. Hold up. This child got me sitting out here looking for other people's stuff to match them with buyers for a price.
It's the truth. She did, y'all. She
Dazzle.
showed you to take what's in your house and be able to create money to get your crypto. So you even got no excuse. You even got no excuse not to even get crypto, because she tell you sell yourself your house and then buy some crypto. So it's like and everybody got something in the house.
That's right. Everyone
I don't care. Let me tell you, if you make noodle necklaces.
But wait, Miss T, what if you don't have nothing in your house? That's what she blew me away with that one.
What happened?
This young lady turned she said you don't even have to own anything.
That's right. I forgot about that part.
Make money with other people's stuff.
Yep. And that class, she's teaching that class soon, so y'all better join. Come on and join.
Yes. I'm not lying. I'm just letting y'all know right now, this is the new stuff. Every time you all have something going on, I love sharing it.
Yeah.
Because it benefits people. There is something for everyone. Crypto Boomers is a program. Well, I need a teacher for that. And that's one of the things. Crypto Boomers was a 50 plus group run by completely on the same process, on the same platform as P2G. We put together a group of people who were 50 plus that had a certain learning level. They knew how to learn it, but they just felt like they needed to be around more people that were their own age. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it make a lot of sense.
Well, guess what? Crypto Boomers comes back in the middle of the year once we've located our new crypto senior for that.
That's beautiful. That sounds really
That's
good.
it.
But can I say something before we go, Miss Daz? I mean, Miss
Yeah.
Ruby. Let me tell you something happened with me. All my life, I've had a reading comprehension problem, right?
Seriously.
So, and
We
so when I
can't see
went Miss
you.
Ruby class, I said, Miss Ruby, I learned a little different from other folks, and
Oh, yeah.
I need you to kind of like, give me a little chance, like take a little easy on me, right? She didn't dog me. She didn't say she like I had teachers like without I have teachers who like say, "Well, you stupid." I wasn't stupid. I just
Oh,
when I look at, but I'm just saying. But she handled me with so much kid gloves. That's another reason why. That's another reason why I love her because she was like, Teresa, it's okay, and she said, stop saying that. She
yeah.
said, stop using those words. Stop speaking some life over yourself. But it was
Mm-hmm.
like that really touched my heart that day when she said that, and I'm emotional. But it was like for someone to make you like don't don't isolate because you learn different. That she didn't make me feel like it's like she took her time with me, and she said, "T, you got it, T," and she made sure she wasn't like a teacher like making you feel insignificant because you didn't do it,
Mm-hmm.
and that was powerful for me. So it was like so it's
Oh,
like it doesn't matter how you show up in here. P2G and Dazzle, what Dazzle do, and what I
yeah.
do, and
What
or
dads do.
what Daz do, and the rest of us that's part of this P2G, it's like they make you belong, and they
Mm-hmm.
also, and she didn't say like she said like what can you do to create you a way, not like she said I'm not like she'll tell you in a minute, don't listen to me, go check everything I said.
That's
So
right.
it's like most teachers be like, "Oh no, I know this, and I know this." She said, "No, she don't." She'll say every time, "I don't care what
I'm
y'all."
learning.
She said, "Go, don't listen to what I'm saying. Go check for yourself."
That's right.
So it's like she's not trying to act like she have arrived. She said no because she doesn't want you to say that. Well, Miss Ruby, she said no. Well, this is what Teresa learned, not what Miss Ruby said, and so that is something that I learned in her
Mm-hmm.
class, and that I love about her, and that I love about Daz and all of them, all the rest of the
Yeah.
girls, the Web3 women, because everyone
Okay.
deals with you based on who you are, not where you come from,
Mm.
and so and
That's
that's
right.
and that's powerful to me. I can't see what time it is, y'all. I don't have my
Okay.
glasses.
It's okay. But we are coming to the top of the hour. I want to make sure that we get to share everyone's information. And I wanted you guys to share what you're up to.
Well, Daz, you can go first, and I'll tell you mine afterwards.
Ah,
Uh, well, we have the annual uh, 420 experience coming up here in Colorado, where you get to
Yes.
learn and network in a 420
yes,
friendly
yes.
environment.
Yeah.
But it's 4 days that we have
Mm,
different speakers, teachers coming out, and different events that take place.
yeah.
We have the NFT Music Showcase. We have a fashion show this year, and I'm pretty excited. Every team is going to receive some gold in their swag bag, so that's something
Gold.
that's different that we do an NFT this year. Yes, everyone's gonna get some gold in their swag
You
bags.
Wow.
said gold.
We also have if you're able to get the information consistently from Miss Ruby, myself, and Delta Crypto. You can definitely get the Ultimate Wealth Building membership and come and join us on the inside.
That's right. Get in here, get to
Oh.
go work, and get that work. Do Miss T,
Well,
with Miss T,
I have a
do
couple
your
things
thing.
going on. I have a couple things, but the most important thing I'm doing right now is that I am finishing up my book, y'all, called
Oh,
Thriving
okay.
Elders Resource Book. And y'all,
Thriving
it is
elders.
beautiful. I might have to be the one who teach that class in June, that senior class.
Oh, we
I gotta
shall
see how to
see.
deal
I
with
will
that.
see.
So it's like I'm excited because I've been wanting to do something for seniors and anyone
Hmm.
50 up because I feel like the system is out here is just trying to push people
Yeah.
away. and I don't want us to get thrown away. So I'm excited, y'all,
That's
because
right.
it's gonna be powerful, and we're doing workshops starting February 4th. You know, I'll let
Okay.
we'll have some more, commercial information to let you know. But I'm excited, y'all, because it's just powerful what we're doing, and I'm just blessed. You know, I'm blessed to be alive, to be able to live a life that I
Yes,
never thought about living, and so I'm excited, y'all. So excited
I
about
am
this.
too. Oh my gosh.
And also, I
So
do legal shield too. That's another thing I do.
I was about
I
to say,
sell
what's
legal
your
shield.
product?
Legal shield. So if you got any problem, any legal issues going on, please inbox me, or
Mm-hmm.
reach out to me,
Mm-hmm.
and that's my link there. We do any kind of legal issues because they cover so many issues. I'll be amazed every time I go into my website. I'm like, y'all do that, y'all do this, So I'm excited about it. Really beautiful.
You also remember legal are services as well. It's not
Yes.
just how it's preventative, they also have
Yeah.
legal services. So
That's right.
get on it, y'all. Get doing what you gotta do. That legal
Mm-hmm.
shield going up. That's
Yeah.
what's up. And with that, I'm just gonna say for me, the products that I have are really just our education for P2G come to class on Thursday at 7, which by the way is amazing. 7 on Thursday every other week. So the Thursday, actually I guess it's the first and the third Thursday of the month. Y'all got to work with me of the month and go to P2G, just sign up and get the free class. It's an introduction to all that we teach during our 8-week course. And you can ask questions. That's the most important part. It's a Q&A. If you have any questions about blockchain, crypto, what's legal, scams, because some people don't know, you might be getting scammed and don't even know it.
It's
That's
true.
where you want to come. You want to be in a
It's
place where
true.
someone's willing to give you a honest look and a resources on how to find out if it's legit. Because like Miss T told you, the rule of thumb is not to believe me, to take that information that I give you and go
That's right.
prove it.
That's
You
right.
got lots of resources for it. So with that, oh my gosh, my girls, my ladies doing your thing. We want to give love and affection to our sisters, the BK Bruja Laugh and Salty Coffee, who are not able to
Yes,
be on the show
girlfriends.
today. Oh, mwah, 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 mwah. And we also want to
Mm.
speak to our new rebrand for Black Girls in Web3. Please look us up. We are seriously changing into beautiful goddesses. We'll see you soon. Love you much. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And don't forget to rock out your life. Peace.
And party on this Friday night like a mad person. Party hard tonight.
Dazzle.
Good fortune and may the profits forever be in your favor.